Alright, let me just try to yap, I guess, because I don't know what else to do. Alright, as some of you have noticed recently, I didn't really upload anything. And I currently have the issue that I can't finish anything because I don't know what people will think. Um, which is kind of a problem, I guess. Like, if you want to do anything, you gotta have a YouTube presence nowadays because there's so much AI slop and so much like bad stuff that people put out that it's like you gotta be recognized in order to make it anywhere nowadays, and I fucking hate it, to be honest. Like, I want to make a game, just as an example, and nowadays you need a YouTube video because if you were to just put a Steam game or like a game onto Steam without any sort of promotion, then it would just drown. I mean, it's hundreds of games being released every day. Feels like, I don't know, like, what the fuck. Then I felt like I wanted to get into music the last couple of days because I've been practicing a little bit on the piano. I've been singing a lot in karaoke bars, which, I mean, there it's not much of an issue, but want to make music? Want to get your words, want to get your name out there? Yeah, you better make a YouTube channel and you better post those shorts and TikTok reels and Twitter and YouTube videos and social media, Reddit, and what the what? How is anyone able to, like, supposed to sustain that? Because I don't see it. Like, I'm balancing a 9 to 5 basically, and I still have some freelance work which I'm kind of lagging behind on. And there is things I would like to do, and I would like to spend time with friends, like play games. I don't know, go out on weekends, and then I'm supposed to also keep up some sort of YouTube persona, which technically wouldn't even be a problem. I don't even know what to make videos about, to be honest. I'm trying to watch, or I've tried to watch a lot of videos on that topic released recently, and a lot of them were like, oh yeah, right, make tutorials. Tutorials about what? About things that I learned from tutorials already? Why would they, like, why? That doesn't, I don't get it. It's like adding a drop into the ocean. It doesn't really make a difference, does it? And there's already so much misinformation. What if I just spread misinformation? But then again, would it really matter? I don't know. I don't know. There's so many things I want to do that I really want to make YouTube videos about, but it just doesn't feel like I have anything to say. Like, let's take the last couple of years. I haven't really been on the internet for the last couple of years, and just let's just take them. And for example, I worked on a product that I'm actively selling at the moment, which requires some electrical engineering, I guess, which is basically just middle school physics. It's not that special, like just some optical transistors and some resistors and making a board and just some basic circuitry followed by an ESP32, which is then sending a Bluetooth signal to a Raspberry, which takes input from a touch display and mirrors everything onto a TV that you plug in. Like, sure, the way I just said it sounds impressive, but if you look at it, like if you look the way it's designed, you'd realize it's like super simple. I don't know. The same thing with making the game, or making a game. Actually, I'm taking so many assets. I'm buying assets mostly. I'm making the music myself, but really, doesn't feel like that's anything that anyone would be interested in. Because there is, like, sure, I'm trying to tell a story. I'm writing the music myself and I do the programming, but it doesn't really... Is that game development? I don't know. I don't know. Let's take my freelance customer, for example. I'm writing an app for a football manager. And this entire thing has been going on for like 2 years now, I think. I'm not entirely sure. And I'm just using an ionic Angular framework, which uses capacitor to cross-compile things for iOS and Android. Like, it's basically just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript / TypeScript. Maybe a little bit of Swift and Java when some libraries need adjustment, but that's about it. I feel like the term jack of all trades is quite fitting, actually. And why would anyone want to listen to a jack of all trades if they could be listening to an ace or a king? Like, I didn't master anything. I know a lot of things about several things, and I love learning about them, but only to a certain degree, only up until I can do what I want to do. So I never have the whole picture. I don't know, I'm confused. I don't even have a script for this. I just have a couple of notes that I'm reading off, like really just bullet points. And over the last couple of days I've been thinking so much about, okay, what kind of YouTube videos do I want to make? I want to make YouTube videos, but I feel like there is nothing I can talk about. Like, technically I already covered everything I could potentially talk about in this video. I mean, sure, when it comes to the game, I implemented a couple of more mechanics I haven't shown off on the channel yet, neither in shorts nor the actual devlog, which is still overdue. I have the Steam caps already, but I didn't make that myself. I'm only editing it, and I'm not, like, I'm just taking other people's stuff or other people's knowledge, and I'm just applying them for the use cases I want. Does that make sense? Does it make sense to make videos like that? I've been thinking about trying to make a couple of beats, rapping a little bit on another channel that is not this one. But if I don't promote it in my actual channel, like with this one right here, even though this video will only get, like, I don't know, 100 views if I'm lucky, then I'm not gonna make it out of that pit where everyone starts in. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused as to what I want to do. I would like to continue the game. I would like to make music, but it's just never enough. Like, as of late, there's been so many YouTube videos where or maybe that's just my algorithm. I don't actually know anymore. I'm just confused. I don't want to play games for YouTube videos anymore. Like, I know I'm not super entertaining at that. The reason why I started speedrunning back then was, if I'm being honest, I wanted to impress people, and I think I managed to pull that off. But now I'm realizing everything else that has, like, a broader spectrum, that's more accessible to everyone, that's not as niche, is just way more difficult. Which is okay, but I need a metric to measure myself. When it came to speedrunning, I could always take my time and compare that to others, but if I can't compare myself, how the fuck am I supposed to know where I'm at? Now, people would say, well, you don't need to compare yourself. Just do what you want to do. But what if what I really want to do is just, I don't know, the thought of giving your all and then being made fun of is probably the worst thing I could imagine. I know that I can impress people, not only with speedrunning, but I've seen so many people with a false perception of themselves who thought they're good at something, but they're not. And the way they're embarrassing themselves, I mean, you really gotta respect that they're trying. I don't know. I lack a direction at the moment. I'm like, I guess I'm scared of not being good enough. I don't want people to look at videos from the past, may that be ESA, HDQ, Rocket Beans, whatever, and look at my face and be like, yeah, that's the guy that embarrassed himself. That's the guy, like, oh, he did really nice speedruns, I really enjoyed watching them. But now he's into music and he's really bad at it. I wish he came back to speedrunning, because that's what he's actually good at. It's kind of fucked up, isn't it? I know I shouldn't have to think, I know I shouldn't think that way, but I do. So weird. I don't know. I'm just yapping. Hi, I'm Thiefbug. And bye, I guess.